Mount Everest. Most people have heard or seen pictures of the 29,000-foot mountain. But what if I were to tell you, many people have successfully climbed to the top of that mountain, but not everybody had that success. Multiple people have met a gruesome fate trying to scale the mountain. And today, we're going to go over all those gruesome details and sad stories of people losing their life to the climb of Mount Everest. And if you're new to the video and new to the channel, I hope you enjoy. Leave a like, comment, do whatever you like. It helps me out, and let me know what you want to see next. I appreciate you all, and let's get to the video. Mount Everest attracts many climbers and many experienced climbers. And there's two main routes on Mount Everest. One in the Tibetan side and one in the Nepal side. The standard route is not so technically difficult as you could say, but poses a lot of threats due to altitude sickness, avalanches, weather, wind, a lot of natural disasters. As of May of 2024, 340 people have passed away on Mount Everest, and over 200 bodies still remain because it's deemed too dangerous to try to retrieve those bodies. Most people only partially climb Mount Everest. They don't want to risk trying to reach the peak because they know the deadly risks. On the Tibetan side, most drive to the North Base camp, and on the Nepal side, most fly to Kathmandu, Lukla. Sorry if I mispronounce those names. And once they arrive at those locations, they normally trek to the South Base camp. In 1921 was the first recorded efforts to reach the summit, and there were British mountaineers. They used the Tibetan side because Nepal wasn't letting any foreigners in the country at the time. The team reached 22,970 feet on the North Col. In 1922, they climbed 27,300 feet, making it the first time a human has climbed past 26,500 feet. And in 1924, made the most mysterious time of the climbing attempts. It's a big conspiracy theory of who reached the top, or if they did reach the top. June 8th of that year, Greg Mallory and Andrew Irvine attempted to reach the summit, a final attempt, but they never returned, leading to speculations if they reached it or if they didn't. The first official reported ascent to the peak of the mountain on May 25th, 1960. They achieved their goal, but unfortunately, a lot didn't, and a lot met a gruesome end to their life and their journey. The upper reaches of the mountain are known as the dead zone, at around 26,000 feet of elevation. That's when the oxygen supply is so low, it's not sustainable for human life. It's claimed a lot of lives. Due to the lack of oxygen, it made people's vital functions shut down. It made them weak and prone to dangerous risks and accidents. And a lot of died from suffocation from no oxygen. During the 1921 expedition, the British expedition, 2 people died. One unknown, one known as Alexander Kalas. In 1922, 7 more people passed away trying to climb Everest. In 1996, 12 people passed away, making it the most in a year attempting to climb Everest. And that year, while it was so high, one big incident happened. May 11th, 1996, 8 people died after getting caught in a blizzard. One of those that were caught in a blizzard and passed away was Rob Hull, the first non-Sherpa to have summited 5 times. So he reached the top of Mount Everest 5 times before that. There are also 2 separate books made detailing what happened that day by other people that were on the mountain at the time. One called Into Thin Air by John Krakauer. Sorry if I mispronounced, like I said. I'm sorry. And another called The Climb by Anatoly Burkov. Both actually gave conflicting events and details of what happened that day. On April 18th, 2014, sadly, that record in a day for most people that passed away was sadly broken. Tragic that people got caught in an avalanche in the Kumbh Icefall, which is one of the most dangerous areas on Everest. On April 25th, 2015, almost exactly a year later, that record was broken again when 19 people died from an avalanche at base camp from a 7.8 earthquake that happened. It was the most deaths on a single day on Everest. And during 2023, 17 climbers passed away on Everest. None of them were really related or had anything to do with each other, but some did. 2001, Babu Sherpa died from falling near Base Camp 2. Climbed the mountain 10 times and spent 20 hours in 1999, which was the record at the time. There are waypoints, sad waypoints and tragic waypoints that people know. Like there is a hiker that passed away in a cave with green boots. So people always call him the Green Boots. And they look for that waypoint to know where they're at. It was on the Northeast Ridge route, about 27,000 feet up, in a cave. The body in 2014 was moved. In 2019, Everest saw a boom of people trying to climb it, and that accounted to 11 deaths on Everest. And due to the harsh conditions, most bodies weren't able to be recovered. But also due to melting glaciers, a lot of bodies were uncovered, where there was 4 unidentified bodies uncovered by the melting glaciers. In 2019 and in 2024, 5 were uncovered. So I have to ask you, would you risk the climb? Would you try to wrangle and conquer Mount Everest? I hope y'all enjoyed. I know it's different, but I kind of want to do something like this. I enjoyed it, and I hope y'all did too. And I hope y'all are safe from this winter storm coming in. And I hope y'all have a safe day and week and month in life. And let me know what you think. And as always, chat, stay safe and good night.